Being single is honestly the best. Not because you get to fuck around. It's actually the opposite of that. Because instead of building a relationship with somebody else, hopefully you are, building a relationship with yourself. I always get asked why I'm single. It's one of my most asked questions. And people always want advice on it. And they have questions like, why am I single? This, and that. And I'm going to tell you why. So stay tuned for the full episode. I'm first going to answer some questions that I asked on Instagram and on my other social media platforms. I asked what's your least and favorite parts about being single. If you guys had any questions about being single or concerns and stuff like that, just know that I am loving me. Hopefully you are loving yourself first, taking care of yourself. I hope you guys are feeling great. I hope you guys are feeling positive, and welcome back to Liz Talks Vibes, or welcome. I'm just out here spreading self-love and positivity. I love talking about self-love. And when people ask me about being single, it's not so much that I'm like, oh, it's just me, like I don't need nobody else, this and that, like fuck men or anything like that. No, it's because I'm loving me. It's about self-loving. I don't see it as I'm single. I'm loving myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm loving me. So apparently, a lot of your guys' least favorite part about being single is being alone. You guys are scared of being alone. Like, what do? You're just alone. Remember that you are never alone. We are never alone. We might be physically alone, but you are never alone. I believe in God. God is always with me. In my soul, like, you have your soul. You have your inner child. You have your guardian angels. If you say and believe that you are alone when you are not in a relationship, then you will be alone. You are speaking that into existence. You will feel alone. So stop saying that. Stop manifesting that, because you are never alone. Shit, even in a fucking relationship, you can fucking feel alone. You can feel alone in a room full of people, and that's when you don't love yourself. Because when you are not loving yourself, you're not loving you. You're not accepting your true self. You're not loving your soul. You ain't loving you, and you feel alone because you're not there for you. You're not supporting yourself. You're not showing up for you. Show up for yourself. Another least favorite part of being single for a lot of people is not sharing their love. And this one, I was like, are you serious? Because you don't need somebody else to share your love to give your love to. Think about that. Do you currently love yourself to the fullest? Are you loving yourself every single day, every single minute, every single fucking second? If you're not, then love yourself. If you do not love yourself, you cannot love nobody else. You can share your love with yourself. There's not too much self-love. No, give yourself all the fucking love that you need. You want to share love? Share it with yourself. Share it with yourself first before you want to share it with somebody else, with any other fucking person. Because you want to share this love, you probably don't even know what real love is. What's love to you? You want to share what? You want to share your time? Like, do you really want to share your fucking time? I know I don't. What else is it that you want to share? You want to share, I don't know, happy moments? Share happy moments with yourself. Another one was the no more sex. And I'm like, again, are you fucking serious? That's your least favorite part of not being in a relationship? That's how I know that a relationship for you revolves all around sex. Like, how is that your least favorite part? You don't know what sex is, do you? You don't know that sex is something sacred. It's not just about having sex. Sex is an exchange of energy. Dude, and what fucking is like, when people are just like, who are you fucking? Who have you fucked? Who has fucked you? That is so fucking immature to me. Like, who the fuck says that? That's how I know, bro, like, you just be doing it to do it. I don't even know what the fuck you're doing. Honestly. Those were like the top 3 least favorites. Let's get into the most favorites now. People say that they love their freedom. Their freedom to do whatever they want, whenever they want. And that's great. Keep it going. If that's your favorite part, that means you're on the right path. You're growing, you're shining, you're glowing. Keep thinking about that. Keep focusing on you. Because when you are focused on you, you will not think about being in a relationship. That just won't be your priority. And it shouldn't be a priority until you achieve your goals, your dreams, and love yourself. When you're focused on you, you won't even think about wanting to be in a relationship. Being in a relationship won't be a priority of yours because you're too focused on you. And it will come. The relationship will come when it's time, when you love yourself. I got a lot of comments like those where they're focused on their goals, where they have all the time to work on themselves, to achieve their dreams. So just keep doing that. Keep working on that. My advice to you would be to stay on that path. If that's your favorite part, like, you don't know how much more time you have to do that. Like, how much single time you have left. Love will come unexpectedly. Your soulmate will come to you when it's time, and you don't know when the right time is. Shit, it could be tomorrow, it could be in a week, but that's when you are fully loving you, because you want to attract somebody that loves you, right? So that means you have to love yourself and attract somebody else that loves themselves as well. If you don't love yourself, you're going to attract somebody that doesn't love himself, and they're not going to know how to properly love you. So invest all this time into you, into your goals, into your dreams before somebody else comes in, and you're going to have to invest time and energy into them, into that relationship. And you won't have as much time to invest into your goals, into you. So think about that, hunty. I also got questions of how to enjoy being single. Advice I would give to newly single peeps. And my advice for the newly single people is to take that as a sign that if that relationship didn't work, it's not time to go and look for another relationship, for another partner. It's not time to fuck around in order for you to forget that person. You don't forget a person or move on or heal by fucking around. No, you heal by working on you, by loving yourself. Take that as a sign. It's time to build a relationship with yourself. It's time to love yourself. It's time to invest into you. Enjoy yourself. Take this time to do things that bring you joy, things that you have been wanting to do. You were so invested into this probably toxic relationship that wasn't going anywhere. Learn from it and move on. Do things that you haven't done in a while. Try out new things, new hobbies. See what your goals are. Write down your goals and work towards those goals. That will keep you busy. And it's not just like, go stay busy so you don't think about a relationship or about this person. When you just stay busy and focus on you, that shit just fades away. It just fades away, and you fall in love with doing you, with loving yourself, with working on your goals, with working on something, working towards improvement. That's just how you enjoy being single. You enjoy being single by just enjoying you, enjoying your time. It's fucking fine to be out by yourself. You can take yourself on a date. You can go to the movies by yourself. You could go grab dinner, eat at a restaurant by yourself. You can go shopping by yourself. You can do whatever the fuck it is that you want to do by yourself. That is totally fine. That doesn't mean you're weird. There's nothing wrong with that. In the beginning, I did see it as lonely, but that's because I had a whole different mindset. I realized I'm not really alone. If I believe in God, God is always with me. My inner child, my soul, my guardian angels. Doing things by yourself is getting out of your comfort zone. I know it was for me because I wasn't used to that. I wasn't used to me being alone, and people tell you it's weird being alone, this and that. Who goes out to eat by themselves? So I just saw it as weird. But once I started doing that by myself, it felt good. Like, I'm treating myself. I'm doing these things for me. I didn't give a fuck about what other people said, what they were going to say. I can care less. I have a beautiful relationship with myself. Get out of your comfort zone. That's growth. And you would just fall in love with all of it. I'm so in love with me. I'm so obsessed with myself. I take care of me to the fullest. I protect my energy, and I'm just still focused on me, You have to be happy with who you are. You have to be happy with what you are doing. You have to make yourself happy. You have to bring yourself joy. Someone else can bring you more happiness, but you shouldn't be depending on other people to make you happy. Make yourself happy first because it is possible. You can make yourself happy. You're the one that makes yourself angry, that makes yourself sad, happy. You have all these feelings for a reason, you know? If you feel angry, you feel angry. But you are in control. Are you going to stay angry a whole day? Are you going to stay angry a whole week, a whole month, a whole year? That's on you. You decide how the fuck you want to feel and for how long. So you can bring yourself happiness. You can remain happy. It's not about being with your better half, saying you feel whole with them, you feel complete. It shouldn't fucking be like that. You should be feeling whole with yourself. You should be complete with you. It's not like you feel empty without them. No, you are at whole, they are at whole. And when you guys come together, it's just this beautiful, bigger thing, you know, that you guys have created. Because you are you and they are them. You guys unite and create like this fucking empire. You do not want to depend on somebody else, on somebody else's love. You depend on yourself. Let's get to me now. People ask me if I'm single by choice, if I'm single because of past relationships, because of my ex. Let me tell you, I don't have an ex. I've never been in a relationship, in a serious relationship. There was this fucking high school thing, but that's nothing serious. And that's just like high school. It's just like little kid stuff. Like, I just don't count that. Like, it wasn't serious. It wasn't nothing fucking serious, bro. Like, I wasn't digging it and I was like, fuck this shit. It was nothing serious, okay? That was high school many years ago. I've never been in a serious relationship. At first, I was single by choice. I was like, I'm gonna stay single. I am single. I don't want a relationship. Now, I just don't even think about it, you guys, to be honest. I don't think about being in a relationship. I just don't. I don't care about it. I say it'll come when it comes, but when I'm ready. And I'm currently not ready. I am still working on me. I'm still working on becoming the best version of myself because I want to attract somebody that's also the best version of themselves. I'm not out here to help you heal your traumas. Like, I'm out here trying to help me heal my traumas. You know, I'm working on me. I'm looking in deep. I'm doing some inner work. I'm currently still not ready. When will I be ready? I don't fucking know. But I know what a true relationship consists of. And I'm still working on building that relationship with me. And I'm doing it for me. When people say, I'm single because of my ex, because of my past relationships, this, and that. Like, damn, you're really giving them control over you? You're doing it for them? You're single because of them? No, don't think about it that way. You're doing it for you. You were in this toxic relationship, okay. You learned whatever it is you had to learn. You learned the lesson. You moved on. You let them go for you because you want better for yourself, because you love yourself, not for them. You're not doing it for them. They might have done something wrong, yeah, but it's not like they are teaching you the lesson. It was a relationship as a whole, but it's still you teaching yourself the lesson because you're the one that allowed yourself to be in that toxic relationship. Let's say they were a cheater. You allowed yourself to be cheated on. So it was on you until you said, fuck that. You started loving yourself. You started thinking about yourself. Are you going to allow yourself to go through that? Are you going to allow yourself to be in that toxic relationship? Are you going to allow somebody to cheat on you, to lie to you? No. Well, you shouldn't. You say you might love them. That's not real love. You have to love yourself even more. You have to set those fucking boundaries and you have to set your standards high. My mindset is totally different now and I have grown so much. But, you know, I had my little sneaky links. There was a point where I did fuck around, but not even like that. But I fucked around, you know. I was listening to other people. You know, when people say, have fun, explore your options, this and that. Having sex with random ass people is not having fun. That's an exchange of energy. You are exchanging energies with this person who probably has some very negative energy and has encountered with I don't know how many other energies, and that transfers into your energy, into inside of you. So it's more than just having sex. It's a whole energy exchange. You know, when I started my little healing journey and all that good stuff, loving myself, I was like, I feel that negative energy. So let me stop this. And that's when I decided to go celibate. 2 years ago. I felt better. I just felt way better. I mean, I had to do the work. I had to do inner work, and I had to go in and I had to meditate. I just felt way better with not encountering with these energies and taking care of myself first and prioritizing me. I liked people, but it's not like I liked them. I thought they were cute, they were handsome or whatever. And some of those peeps that I liked asked me out, but I'd always decline. I might have teased it or whatever, like this and that. But when it came to the, oh, you want to be my girlfriend? I was like, no. Because I just kind of saw it weird as them just asking me out. Like, that's not how you find the one. That's not how you find your soulmate. By dating all these dudes. I just saw it so weird. And even till now, looking back at it and just how, I don't know how they do it now. Pretty sure the same, like, oh, you want to be my girlfriend? Without really knowing this person. And then you're in a relationship, get to know them a little bit more and you're like, on to the next. Like, no, you shouldn't go on to the next. You shouldn't even be going into no type of relationship. I saw more than just the looks and all these things. Like, I looked at personality. I looked at your soul. You know what I'm saying? Like who you are on the inside. And I didn't really like that. I just didn't feel that connection. I didn't feel the vibes. And I never really felt the vibes with nobody who I went to school with. Shit, in elementary school, people were already dating. Crazy. In middle school and high school, it's like you grew up with these people. And I just couldn't really be in a relationship with any of them. It was just weird to me, to be honest. Do not feel pressure in elementary school and middle school. You're still way too young. Focus on school. Even in high school, even in college, focus on school. Do not feel pressured by society, by your parents, your tias, your tios, by nobody to be in a relationship. Focus on school if you're in school, and if not, focus on yourself. There's way more important things to worry about and prioritize in your life than being in a relationship. Especially if you're in your 20s, I would strongly advise you to stay single in your 20s. Your 20s, it's not to have fun. It's not to go out and party, to fuck around, to date all these people. Your 20s are to work on you. Your 20s are to go in and go hard and grind because you're still in your 20s. Yeah, you're young. You have all this energy. You have all this time. Try out different hobbies. Find out what your purpose in this life is. Work on yourself. Work towards healing. Build a relationship with yourself before trying to build a relationship with somebody else. Love yourself to the fullest. You think a relationship is all fun and games, being with another partner, not being alone, sharing your love. It's not all fun and games. It's not just about being together and saying I love you, hanging out. There's way more to a relationship than just those things, than just having sex. There is a lot of time investment, a lot of energy investment, a lot of understanding, communication. There is a lot that goes into a relationship, supporting one another, being there for one another, being loyal. You're over here trying to get to know this person, that person, when you don't even know yourself. You swear you love all these people, but you don't love yourself. If you do not love yourself, you cannot love nobody else. You don't know what true love is. Like, why do you want to get to know somebody else, but you avoid yourself? Get to know yourself first. Build a relationship with yourself first before trying to build a relationship with somebody else. You want to get to know yourself first to see what it is that you truly want, to see who you really are. You don't know yourself. So why are you going to invest time and energy into somebody else, into getting to know somebody else? Invest that time and energy into getting to know who you are, into seeing if you want a relationship, if you want a partner. What kind of partner? You want a loving partner, somebody who will take care of you, a loyal partner, trustworthy. Then be that with yourself. You attract people like you. Be honest, loyal with yourself, so you attract somebody else. Not just a partner, but people. So you attract friends, your soul family, who are loyal, who love themselves, who take care of themselves, because that way they will know exactly how to take care of you, how to truly love you. Self-love is the best kind of love, because without loving yourself, you wouldn't be able to love somebody else. True love is not being with a partner. It's not being with your soulmate, because that's not your first love. Your first love is yourself, and your last love is yourself. Self-love is it, dude. If you do not love yourself, then I don't know what the fuck to tell you. My advice to everybody is to start loving yourself. Start loving yourself and everything will fall into place. Literally, it just all comes to you. You just naturally connect with yourself. It just all naturally comes to you, dude. You don't really pay attention to it and you don't notice it until you start doing some of this work and you're like, hey, eating healthier is loving myself. It's not just about eating healthy. I'm loving me. I'm choosing me. Taking care of yourself. It's not just about doing some skincare. It's about showing up for yourself. It's about pulling yourself up from any dark place, from any bad place, from hitting rock bottom. That's all self-love. So that question, asking if I'm single because of past relationship, because of an ex or whatever, got me thinking that no, it hasn't been an ex, past relationship or anything like that. But in the beginning, when I decided to be single, I had witnessed so many things by then. So many things within relationships around me. I have witnessed domestic violence. I have witnessed cheating. Like, I've seen it all. I've seen a lot of things. Verbal abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse. And I was like, I don't want that. I don't want that for me. I don't want to go through that. So then I'm just not going to be in a relationship. But, that was my mindset then. I grew. I changed. My mindset changed. Because I used to be in a fuck men mentality back in the day. Fuck men, they're all the same, they're all full of shit, they're all cheaters, this and that. But it's not true. There's great men out there. Great men. You can attract your dream guy, but you have to work on yourself first and love yourself first. If you want to attract that perfect man, then you need to become that perfect woman. Whatever you want in a guy, all those qualities, you should have those qualities as well. You can't attract this perfect man, your dream man, and not love yourself, treat yourself like shit, not take care of yourself, not working towards nothing. No. And it wasn't until a couple years ago when I started loving myself and all that good stuff, I really started working towards healing, where I realized that all men are not the same. I didn't think about, I'm single because of this and that. No, I just saw it as I'm loving myself. I'm taking care of myself. I started being so invested in me and working on me and learning about myself, learning who I truly am. I recognized my purpose in life. There was just so many things that I wasn't invested into that. I don't prioritize that. Till this day, I don't prioritize being in a relationship. That's not one of my goals right now. It's a goal later on in life, but it's just a goal I know it's going to be achieved when it's time, when I am ready, when I say I'm ready. Just because you see a lot of men cheat, if you witness all these things, that doesn't mean they're all the same. So don't think about it like that. If you don't want that, then don't allow yourself to go through any of those situations. Get yourself out of any type of environment like that. Grow for yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself, and don't allow yourself to go through that to attract that. Become better so you attract better. Honestly, I'm so grateful I never dated anybody. I was never in a serious relationship, that I never invested my time and energy into that. I just didn't deserve any of that. I was so lost. I didn't love myself. Imagine the type of person I would have gotten myself with. I just thought about a relationship being different back then. I just know what a relationship consists of now. I don't care about the experience. People have told me you need to get your heart broken at least once so you know what real love is, this and that. Are you fucking dumb? Like, you're probably in a shitty ass relationship yourself. You have been in shitty ass relationships. You are a toxic person. I will never allow myself to go through a heartbreak because I love myself. I love myself too much to allow myself to go through that. It hurts when you lose somebody, and it just doesn't have to be a partner, a family member, a friend. But I will not allow myself to be heartbroken. I'm not going to give a person control over me. And I learned that not because of a relationship or anything like that, but just because of friendships that I've lost, family. The only person I'm going to allow to break my heart is myself. And I have fucking done that. And it wasn't nice. It wasn't nice at all. It was horrible. I was in a horrible place. I allowed myself to hit rock bottom, and I will never allow myself to go through that. So I have gone through a heartbreak, I guess. Yeah, I have. With myself. I have broken my own heart. And it was the worst ever. And you think I'm going to allow somebody else to fucking break my heart? No, chiquitita. No. Hell no. I love myself too much for that. Especially now that I know all of this, that I love myself that much. No. So yeah, you can break your own heart. You can break your own heart. You fucking can. I'm just realizing this now. You see, like, I have been through a heartbreak. Oh my God. And when people have told me that I don't know what real love is, that love is going to hit me when I get with another person, like, I already know what real love is. I know what true love is. I am in love. I'm in love with myself. That's the best, truest type of love that there's fucking out there. Like, obviously, I know that you do not know what real love is. And you don't even love yourself because you think true love is loving somebody else. You think you love this person. You think you have love and you don't love yourself. You ain't got love, baby. And I tell that to people all the time when they ask me, oh, have you ever been in love? Are you in love? Yes. And they're like, oh my God, who's the lucky person? Who's this person? Me. Like, what the fuck? You don't need to be in a relationship to be in love. I love myself so much and I'm so deeply in love with me. I'm the luckiest person. You are a lucky person when you are so deeply in love with yourself. Like, you just have such a pure love. And dude, it's just when people say that to me, I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you're just talking out your ass. Like, seriously, bro. That is the stupidest shit I've ever heard. But whatever. If you believe that, okay. I already have love within me. And I know it's going to be beautiful. But I already love myself. I know what real love is. Like, nothing a surprise, you know? It's not a surprise to me. That's the advice I'm gonna give you. If you want real love, you have to start loving you. And it's not just about telling yourself, I love me. There's so much into loving yourself, taking care of yourself on the daily. It's the daily things. And to me, it's more of the smaller things that you don't even really pay attention to. You just don't see it as loving yourself. I am always thinking about loving me with what I choose to eat. I think about loving me, something that's actually healing for my body, for my soul, you know? I'm gonna go towards the high vibrating fruits and vegetables. I'm going to drink my juices. Loving yourself is about showing up for you. Showing up every day, writing down that schedule and getting to it. Helping yourself out. If you don't know how to do something, then get to researching. Read a book. Go on YouTube. Figure it out. That's helping yourself out. You don't know everything, but you can learn something new every day. That's helping yourself out. Gaining some new knowledge. Checking in on yourself, asking yourself how you're doing, asking yourself how you're feeling. How are you emotionally? Where do you stand today? Why do you feel like this? Where are these feelings coming from? Why does this trigger you? Where is this trauma from? Healing. Spending quality time with yourself. Spending some time alone. You're never alone, but with you, with your inner child. Spending some time with your soul. Getting to know yourself. All of those things are loving you. And when I started doing that, I realized I am building a relationship with myself. It was a lot of time investment, a lot of energy investment. And I was like, imagine when you have a partner, when you're trying to build another relationship, you have to invest this amount of time and energy into that. Like, this is what a real relationship consists of. It's a lot because you have to show up for that person. You have to help them out. You have to check in up on them. You have to check in on them. You have to communicate with them. All of that you can do with yourself, and you should be doing with yourself first. And I was like, yeah, I'm not ready for that. Not right now, because it was a lot for me in the beginning because it's something new. You know, I have to do this, and that. And it's a lot of hard work. And yeah, sometimes I felt like, fuck this. Like, why am I doing this? But I just kept in mind that this is going to help me in the long run, and that it's loving me. If I love myself, I'm going to do it because I want better for me. I want to become that best version of myself. I was like, all this already with me? I'm not trying to give up half my time, half my energy for somebody else. I'm not. I'm trying to invest all into me still and nobody else. Not at the moment. I have so much to do for me, for my goals, for all of me, dude. Literally, I am still investing all my time and energy into me, into things that I want to do, into positivity, into loving myself, into growth, into leveling up, into my mental health, emotional health, physical health. There's so much I still have to get done. I know a relationship is something beautiful. It's not like I'm waiting for the person to come. I'm doing me, I'm doing me. I don't know when my soulmate is going to come into my life. I'm always saying until I'm ready, but hey, God has different plans sometimes, but I just want it when I am ready, and there's no rush. And you shouldn't be rushing things. If you want something beautiful, it takes time. It takes hard work. It takes a lot. My advice is to start loving yourself. I hope all of this inspires you to start loving yourself and to just realize, dude, it just starts with self-love. Like, it's common sense. Literally, start loving yourself. Build a strong, loving relationship with yourself. Start showing up for you. Start checking up on you. Start taking yourself out on a date. Are you really ready to do that with somebody else? Probably not. A lot of you guys are probably not ready. You have to work on you. You have to work on getting to know yourself before trying to get to know somebody else. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to follow the vibes on TikTok and on Instagram. Don't forget to speak good vibes to yourself and speak good vibes to others. And do not forget to love yourself. Stay single, dude. In your 20s, I'm living my best life by doing what makes me happy, by taking care of me and by loving me. Not by going out, not by partying, not by fucking around, not by dating all these people. I'm not trying to date. Dating I don't believe in that shit. It's just like a waste of time, a waste of fucking energy. Why am I going to date? For what? No, I don't even fucking have friends. Peace, my peeps.